Next on the call is Karl Morgan, Mississippi Valley State head football coach. Mississippi Valley State defeated Alabama A&M 28-9, and they'll play host to Jackson State at 2 p.m. this Saturday. Good morning, Coach. Are you with us? Coach Morgan?
I'm here.
All right. Good morning, Coach. Thank you for your time. If you could talk about your victory over Alabama A&M and preview this week's opponent for Week 8, Jackson State.
Big win for us. Any win is a big win. And it was on the road. I think road wins are special because it takes a little bit more when you get up on a bus and go away, spend the night before a game, and it was just a great win. The players wanted to do well, had a great focus. Staff did a great job. Just a really excellent effort. You know, we still didn't play the best football in the world, but we did enough to win, and that's the bottom line. We're looking forward to coming home and playing Jackson State, in-state rival, and looking for a good crowd, looking for a good atmosphere, and looking for a chance to win after so many years against Jackson State. I don't know what it is now, 18, 19 years in a row, something like that Jackson has defeated Mississippi Valley.
All right, the floor is now open for Mississippi Valley head coach Karl Morgan. Coach, talk about your locker room post-game after beating an opponent such as Alabama A&M on their home field.
It was great. It was everybody felt real good about themselves. Everybody felt good about the start after the break. We talked about being the best you can be. You know, that was the plan. You know, got 7 games left before the game Saturday, and we talked about taking an evaluation on yourself personally as a coach, as a player, and what can you do better the rest of the way. Seniors, you got 7 weeks left. It should be a different 7 weeks for you, and you know, to go out and win the game after the break, after the bye week, there was a lot of joy in the locker room.
Coach, in a lot of the post-game reports, a lot of the media spoke about you keeping 8-9 guys in the box. That's something that you saw on film through the course of the week that you wanted to do in terms of what you read or what you saw in Alabama A&M's offense?
Well, we figured that number 10, the quarterback that had started the week before against Texas Southern, wasn't going to play. He dressed, and when I watched him in warm-ups, he didn't throw a pass, didn't do anything. And so we figured that they were going to have to go with the number 5 and number 17. And so the idea was, you know, they were going to run the football. They were going to, you know, protect the quarterback, run the football. And we put 8 in the box, and we still couldn't really stop him from running. Number 28 for them is still running right now. And so the good thing is he didn't break off any long runs. So we were fortunate to get some turnovers, and that was the difference in the game. We were able to turn the ball over, and we scored on a 52-yard interception return. And I think we set up another score with the turnover. So that was the big key. And this week, looking forward, we're going to have to stop the run also. We got to stop it a little bit better than we stopped it last week. But because they run the ball and run the ball effectively also.
Coach, talk about the decision the last couple of weeks to move Terrence Hudson from receiver over to the defensive backfield or over to the secondary. Whose decision was it, and what was about his athleticism that you felt that he could impact that secondary?
Well, it was his decision. He wanted to come over, you know, and play defense. He feels like he's a defensive player, and he was playing on offense. And the thing that he brings to the defensive side, he's one of our most aggressive defenders. He's not very big, and I think they ran at him yesterday, Saturday. And he's not very big, but he's aggressive. He doesn't mind contact, not scared of contact. And so we got into a situation Saturday where we had one safety that was suspended and didn't make the trip. Another safety, we had some academic issues with him and didn't play him, and so we had to play him. And he wound up, I think, for a first-time starter, he did an incredible job. Like that, they were able to pound the ball on us a little bit, not a little bit, a lot. And I think that came into play, his size. He would come down and be the eighth guy in the box. And that's not his advantage, but I thought he played well enough. He picked off 2 passes. So I thought he had a good game for a first-time start on defense.
Do we have any more questions for Mississippi Valley State head coach Karl Morgan?
Coach, this is Roslyn Clarion Ledger. I'm sorry if I missed this, but would Patrick Ivory be back for Saturday's game against Jackson State?
He should be. He should be ready. He got hurt on a run, and this is the second time this year he's run the ball, and he hasn't gotten up and been able to play. I think he has to learn how to run, protect himself better, go north or south, and get down when it's time for contact. And so I think that's the deal. That as he learns to do that, I think he'll avoid these injuries that take him out of games. But he should be ready to go Saturday.
What kind of injury was it? It doesn't seem like it was anything major. What kind of injury was it?
It was a hamstring, I believe.
Okay.
But that's what they had on the injury report. Now, he came out after halftime and said, Coach, I'm good, but I can't run. I said, well, that's a problem, you know. So we went with the backup, Jeremy Collins, and struggled some, but the big thing that Jeremy Collins did, he threw a touchdown on 3rd and 24. You know, rarely do you convert 3rd and 24, and rarely do you convert it for a touchdown. So that was a big plus, and I think it kind of iced the game for us when he did that.
And Jackson State has shown strong running games. How do you plan to prepare for that on Saturday?
We got to do whatever we did last week wasn't good enough because they rushed for 281 yards. Alabama A&M did. So we've got to do some things differently. We got to play better. We've got to tackle better. There was a lot of times Saturday that we had the running backs in the backfield and they got away from us. You know, they did a great job of keeping their feet moving and fighting hard, not going down easily. And so we got to do a better job. But when we get there, we got to tackle, wrap up, and hang on until everybody else gets there.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, we appreciate your time, and we look forward to talking to you next week after your battle with Jackson State.